What's good? It's Chigozie. It's Thursday, August 29th, 2019. And tomorrow is August 30th, 2019. We all know how murder equals 8338. So does destroy, death, killing, murder, stuff like that. RIP. So tomorrow's a Friday, which is a nice popular day for market sell-offs. And you see now the S&P 500 did all sorts of... It's done all sorts of theatrics today. I mean, you can just look at this. Theatrical shows from the Zionist Jews. That's what the markets are. Always theatrical. I don't know why this happened. You know, Donald Trump probably tweeted or something stupid. But again, he doesn't tweet. He's just an actor. And I'll show you how I made a little bit of money off of the aftermath of this action. But I'm just trying to show you how the S&P 500's pushing up now, forming this nice bull flag, and you can look on for the past days. Let's just look at the 4-hour chart. So it shows the past days of activity. You can see it's been trending up for the past few days after selling off. So it's been kind of going horizontal, sold off. Looks like it wants to recover. And here's something I'm just noticing now. I'm glad we went to the 4-hour chart. This adds to the prediction that the S&P 500 is going to sell off tomorrow. Again, I could be completely wrong, and it could just shoot up back to 300 for some propaganda put up by the government. I mean, at the end of the day. But one thing that I really was hoping for was that tomorrow would have a date with 23 numerology, and it does. Market 23, conspiracy 123, day with 123 days remaining. Against day with 38 numerology, death, killing, murder 38, Donald 5323, so he's going to be involved. Donald Trump's always moving the markets with his propaganda. But again, one more time, Donald Trump doesn't do anything. He's just an actor for the Zionist Jews. He works on the 77th meridian in DC, Judaism 77, special number to Freemasonry as well. And you see here, 57, Jews 57. He could be doing stuff with Israel tomorrow. But I know there's going to be new people on this video that just want to know market predictions. Then keep the very simple things in mind. 38. That's all you have to remember. Because remember, Murder by Numbers by the Police came out in 1983. We have the movie Murder by Numbers. The movie poster, they changed the B to a 3. You'll see. I'll show you right now. So murder equals 38, right? This is what Hollywood, which clearly runs the markets, the financials, all that stuff. It's the same gang, obviously, the government. Murder by numbers. The E's a 3, the B's an 8. That's all they've done. 38. Sandra Bullock equals 83. So I'm just showing you real-world examples of this happening. A lot of celebrities die by the number 3883. You know, Prince always comes to my mind. Prince equals 38. The Minnesota actor by the numbers. So here we see the market hitting this 180-day simple moving average. And I've shown in pretty much all my trading videos. This is a very nice indicator as it acts as a support or resistance depending on the context. You see here the market sold off. It formed. It's trying to form support at this SMA, and you knew it was. You saw how the market will close, try to close here, but it couldn't. After hours here, but look, pre-market, it opens here. So you could say, okay, today's gonna be a good day for the market. It looks like it's trying to push up from this, and it was. So it's selling off now, and look, it's trying to push up. It couldn't get near there, so it sold off again. And now look, it's pushing up. See, it got near the 100-day. Well, it's not days, it's the 4-hour chart, so it's 180 periods. So past 180 candles of 4-hour action. This is the average of the closing prices. It couldn't break above this again. So it sold off. Now look, it's pushing up. And again, because it's setting up for tomorrow. And guys, penny stocks do this too. They'll put out fake news and press releases based on where their stock's doing, based on the charts, based on the technical levels. So this is just like, this is really just another technical pattern. I mean, it's going to very well get rejected, sell off tomorrow or something. And then they'll just put out propaganda saying Trump tweeted this, Trump did this. They do this all the time in the market. You can go back on dates where things like this happen and where technical setups look like it's going to happen, and look at the news coming out. They just put out fake news to correspond with what's going on in the markets. I'm telling you the truth. So you see this resistance on the 4-hour chart. You see how now it's been pushing up. It's even kind of, double topping here. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like it has that much more room to run up. It could even open up, decently tomorrow and sell off later. And then lastly, you can see maybe the 1 hour chart. Just get the different, see, it's hitting this resistance again too. And I've shown you this before. It's when it's at a bunch of resistances on so many time frames, the next day matches with the date numerology and everything matches perfectly. You know that they're going to go to town with some propaganda. And I mean, just the stuff like this morning. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, okay, they're just playing around. I saw it on, because I watched this every single day, TVIX, because again, it gets the inverse of the market. And since the market's always predictable doing these Freemasonic rituals, you can profit off it when it goes down. So, see, I even had this trend line drawn. I was like, okay, it's probably going to break this and do that, because it does this all the time. So I pretty much anticipated this to happen. And you see, again, I was waiting for the break above this SMA. So I just set an alert for around here. I heard it. And then when I saw it, it was squeezing up. And I was going to jump into the momentum. But I was like, wait, let me not even jump into this. Let me just wait for the pullback and probably play it. And it was pulling back pretty violently. So I was like, okay, I could get in the first, pull back to the 9 EMA, which is a nice spot, especially for a scalp. Because this first pullback to this usually is successful, like literally at least 90% of the time. But I saw how this wasn't doing so well. I said, okay, look, I saw this. This is what I really saw. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy here. Because the green line and the red line are coming together. That's pretty much just the 20 exponential moving average crossing with the 180 period SMA. And what have I been saying? This indicator acts as support all the time. So just squeezed up crazily over some propaganda, over some, I don't know why. Maybe I'll investigate it. I do like how this big candle is at 1037, Washington, D.C., 137, 137, the 33rd prime. And here now, you see how it's trying to hold support. They couldn't get any lower on this. And this right here, this is the S&P 500 trying to recover after this massive sell-off. It's not going to recover right away to where it started selling off from. It's going to take some time. So knowing that, I got a starter position here, added when it broke above this 9 EMA, and then just started scaling out. And I kind of got all the way out at 29 because I had this daily level here. And it was, former resistance, former support. It was showing resistance here. It was pretty much halfway of this move. I definitely didn't expect it to retrace this whole thing because, again, it's hype from some bullshit propaganda from the government. I haven't checked CNN yet. I don't know what this is for. I'm confused. But I'm trying to show you, it's always theatrics. I mean, there's no point for the reason for the market to sell off this hard just throughout the day. I mean, it's just always a scam. And if you know how to play it, you can. And then you see now the market's been pushing up. But look, it hit this low of 1675 TVIX. It looks like it wants to start curling up from here. Is the market going to start just pulling back now? I don't know. I'm not trying to make any predictions intraday anymore because I'm done for the day. But you see what it's forming. So this is what's going on. So with all that said, because I know there's people here who probably have no clue what I'm talking about, we can go on the propaganda and see what they're talking about. But I wanted to show you really tomorrow that you can expect the S&P 500 to sell off because it's, again, Donald 5023, Market 23, Death Killing Murder 38. It's on a Friday. Oh, was this? Don't tell me this is what made it happen. Comey, James Comey, this actor back in the propaganda. I don't like these actors, but at the same time, they do make the market have some nice volatility. As a day trader, you hunt volatility. You want volatility. These actors, the propaganda, makes that volatility very easy to come. So, I can only complain so much, but it's still a bunch of bullshit. I mean, do you think I like this? There's plenty of other ways to get volatility. You can trade penny stocks, where there's people coming in that aren't part of this. Death 228, United States of America 228, updated at 155, Sacrifice 55, Freemasons 155. Of course, they have the red and blue pairing. Violated agent. When was this published, first off? So updated at 10:55 a.m. Wasn't that when? Oh man. That was around this time. I already traded before, and this happened before that. But one last thing, see, look, the S&P 500 is pushing up again. Now it hit highs a day. It's building margin for its sell-off tomorrow. Pump and dump. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been trying to explain. That they're pumping up. It's pushing up just to sell off tomorrow for some fake news propaganda. You're seeing it live. This is the market live, pumping. All these people buying. I don't know why. And I'm telling you who's doing the buying. It's the government. It's this one world order. But one last part. This is the entry that made me know to start, because this got rejected by this. So see, crazy sell-off, tries to push up, gets rejected by the 20 EMA. So it's going to continue the pattern. Very high probability for that to happen. So I'm just showing you how, if you're able to apply statistics to the market, which you should be, you can become profitable, or at least you can start your journey to become profitable, because there's a lot more to it. I think a lot of it's psychology more than anything. So that's also a 148-second video. Donald J. Trump, 148. But let's see how many days from James Comey's birthday is he coming out in this propaganda. What an actor. I mean, I can't believe people think he's actually the real FBI director. Guys, he's an actor for the FBI. The FBI is the theatrical performance troupe from the federal government. I mean, again, we have graphical evidence of their theater. I'm sure this is still all part of this. Just because they updated this at 10:55 doesn't mean that's when it happened. I mean, they probably published it sooner, and it was probably the news that made that happen. So his birthday is December 14th. Again, Trump 29, today's the 29th. We gotta say today is the numerology as well. So I already see some stuff. I already see a perfect number. Look at this crap from the FBI. What is the FBI's main number? Always doing propaganda events by the number 17. F is the 6th letter, B is the 2nd, I is the 9th. 17. Very simple. You don't even need the reduction. So, from today to James Comey's upcoming birthday is 15 weeks and 3 days. The sum of the numbers 1 through 17 gives you 153. So, we're seeing how they're using, from the birthday of their actor, they're using date numerology, gematria, triangular numbers, mathematics, you see, to sync this man up with today, with the FBI, and then you see how the market and stuff like that is acting accordingly. And I'm even showing you ways how you can profit off it. I mean, I'm sick of all this crap too, so you might as well figure out how to play around with it. Because again, guys, it's a multi-billion-dollar market. We need to extract money out of it and use it to better our side, and not, not all in the pockets of this tyrannical order. U.S. real estate market flashes warning sign. They're just giving you this type of thing to spook the market. I mean, it's this type of propaganda, so no wonder that happened. 9:57. Remember, tomorrow's the day with 57 numerology. They're even giving you warning signs today. I mean, guys, they're just making it so obvious. And then watch, the market will sell off tomorrow. They have people like, oh no, they have these, these actors with their faces looking like everything's going crazy. It's like, you didn't know. I kind of hope the market doesn't. I mean, let them prove me wrong. Seriously. Because if they prove me wrong, then this S&P 500 is just going to trend up tomorrow. You can just play the long side. I mean, regardless, you can just profit off the market. It doesn't matter. Dead 14, End 14, minute 40 video. Talking about warning sign. What does warning sign equal? This is a bunch of coded propaganda, if you have not noticed already. Warning sign 63, like Wall Street. See? That Wall Street number inside this propaganda. Today's the date with 49 numerology. Revelation equals, Revelation, yes, it does equal 49. Revelation equals 49. So on a date with a life lesson number 49, they're giving you their revelation for the market sell-off tomorrow. I mean, I can't believe this propaganda is just like helping us out so hard right now. What, sacrifice 76? Negro 76, slave 31. We're going to have to see that today. That's going to have to come out. I was going to make a separate video showing you this type of stuff. Negro 76, slave 31. Because if you're new to this video because you saw it because it's a market video, understand this is how the news is run. It's always these patterns. Once you actually read the news, and if you're wondering how do you actually read the news, that's what we've been doing. Look at this Saturnian actor. We'll get 29. Again, Trump 29 is 29th day. We'll get 29, 25, 47, 88. What's the numbers for Saturn? It's always the same. Donald Trump numbers. Oh, 43. Masonic 43. 43 is the 14th prime. Dead 14, N 14. Trade war. This is always from the Freemasons. You have to understand. Masonic 43. Killing also equals 43 as well. And he's defending trade war with China amid GOP fears of economic impact. I mean, they're just telling you all this stuff right now on this 49 life lesson number. They're giving you their revelation. That should be another takeaway from this video. This is very important. They with a 49 life lesson number. You see what the propaganda is. You know, fears of incoming impacts. James Comey coming out with stuff like this. People need to see what they're living out. My always concern is, like, I hope people are following along, because I know there's people here who don't know shit about the market, and there's people here who don't know shit about gematria. So I'm trying to keep everyone on the same page, just showing you what's going on without being too confusing. Here's the 3-minute, or 304, see, 304, murder 34. I mean, it's just type of stuff I'm trying to show you. Murder equals 34. They put 304 right here as initialization time. Kill equals 64. That's why here's 604. This is carefully crafted. Murder, oh, while we're on here, murder equals 34. That's why it's also a 14-minute, 34-second. Dead 14, N 14, murder 34. I already have a video on this channel, by the way, predicting market sell-offs successfully. So, you know, this pattern's worked before. Murder 34, kill 64. Don't forget Jewish 34. Something like a Satan 64. They got some Zionist Jew right here who runs the market telling you a bunch of bullshit. But that's why a lot of things end by number 14. End, dead, both equal 14. So yeah, we've seen the technical analysis. We've seen how the technical shows that the S&P 500 could have a sell-off tomorrow. The propaganda is telling us, the numerology is telling us, and that's how you do it. It's no different than trading. You have, you know, if you technical trading, you have the price action, you have the indicators letting you know to help kind of confirm that in a way, because that's just a representation of the price actions. It's all price action at the end of the day, and you just use it to confirm what's going on. You know, higher highs, higher lows. It's making a bull flag. Very simple things. And, you know, you put these things together to get an overall picture. So we're just adding indicators. That's all we're doing. This is an indicator. And August 30th, that's an indicator. And that's what we see today with 23 numerology, 38, you know, market 23, death, murder 38. And then we see the propaganda today. We see how today's the day with the life lesson number 49. Revelation 49 is the life lesson number, like the life path number. So it's very specific and important to what's to happen. So to give me a revelation for the market nonsense tomorrow. And here, the main indicator, they always do this. They always build the market. Because again, the higher it goes, the harder it falls. They're just trying to build up some margin. That's all they're doing. I mean, you got to build up margin to make the money. That's what the Catholic Church, these Zionist Jews are doing. I mean, look at this daily pattern. If the market sells off tomorrow, wouldn't it be obvious, even with this pattern? Don't worry, I got you. I know it can get a little clouded with the indicators. We don't need them. I was just having them so I could show you what I was doing earlier. You see, it's this nice horizontal pattern. It's going to hit resistance. It looks like it's going to have to break out of that red line to continue upwards. And again, if it does, then you can play the breakout. I mean, tomorrow's a profitable day regardless. You can either play the breakouts or play the sell-off. But you see what I'm saying? It's this horizontal pattern. Up, down, up, down, up. So tomorrow, down. And it could be one of these big, nice, wide candles too. This is what I'm trying to show you. You know, the daily chart shows you. The propaganda shows you. The date numerology shows you. And when they all come together, then you can say, okay, I'm going to swing, you know, UVXY, TVX overnight. I'm going to short SPY for overnight. You take a starter position doing things like that while managing a risk because things are aligning. So here's the queen again and some propaganda. I'm gonna close the video. I think now, 20 minutes in, I think I've shown enough because I can go on all day about this type of stuff. 11:11, doing the double thumbs up. It's Freemason right here. 2-minute 11-second video. It's the 47 prime, and they have this with the black and white doors and 10 Downing Street. Give you some propaganda.
Alex, and this is completely
11 the master number, and then they give you 113 Scottish 113. Okay. And then the 23.33 karat gold. I mean, it's just complete Freemasonic propaganda. 1642, Freemason 42. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It's just straight up coded with their numbers. Freemason 42, 33 degrees of Scotch Rite Freemasonry. Masonry equals 33 and 42. And in 2-minute 11-second video, 211 is the 47 prime, the compass set at 47 degrees, foundation equals 47. Euclid's 47 problem about establishing a foundation. So we have the 47 prime. That's also 131 seconds, the 32nd prime, Scottish 113 and 32. Putting that right in the propaganda so obviously. I'm glad we saw this. I hope someone at this video watching this far that's only here for the market but wants to be introduced to gematria. This is a really good example. I have so many videos showing you how they put this pairing. They pair 113 with 32 or 113 with 50 right here in the propaganda. The best thing they did was they had it updated at 617 with a 50-second video. 617 to 113 prime. I mean, it's just such coded propaganda. I also can't ignore this 613 right there. That's the 112 prime, Zionist 112. Mathematics, circle, Donald. So DOJ is also in this propaganda. I'm going to get that DOJ 29. It's on the 29th of August. They're coming out with this. The Department of Justice, which is just another theatrical performance troupe for the Zionist Jews. Cannot say it enough. It's all theater. Red and blue pills of Freemasonry, doing the pointing. This is a Freemason mocking you in some propaganda. How the whole world can't see this is just too much. And look at this. Trump early in 2017. Remember, this is 15 weeks and 3 days from Comey's birthday. 153 is a 17 triangular number. The first paragraph, they say Trump early in 2017. It's FBI propaganda. That is the number you always look for. So do you see how this pattern plays out? Do you see how these patterns play out? Patterns repeat themselves. It is all pattern recognition. Reading the market is no different than reading the propaganda. You're looking at patterns repeat themselves over time. See? Up, down. See? Bull flag. Horizontal. It's the same patterns, again, in any stock. It does not matter what you're looking at because this is just human psychology charted out. Or bank manipulation, faking out all the people. These Zionist Jews fucking around with the banks and the stocks. That's what they run. By the numbers. Peace out.